Because it wasn't fair to limit him to the hours of 11 a.m. till 1 p.m., you can now enjoy Walt Bennetti whenever you want. The Walt Bennetti Podcast is on now.
Welcome to episode 10 of the Walt Bennetti Podcast for January 16th. The Walt Bennetti Podcast is brought to you by the Original Italian Pie of Kenner and Compa Donut. In just a few minutes, I'll be telling you about a new lawsuit against the Harahan Police Department, a new Florida bill to ban abortions when a fetal heartbeat is heard, and a drug-sniffing police canine dog, ODs. But first, these quick hits. We've all heard stories about the impact of the federal government shutdown, whether it's long lines at an airport trying to board a plane, or farmers who aren't getting their subsidies in time. But one thing we haven't looked at is air traffic controllers. Sabrina Wilson at Fox 8 had an interesting story yesterday about air traffic controllers and the stress that they're under and how the added stress of the government shutdown is causing some of them some difficulty. She spoke with Scott Martinez from the Air Traffic Controllers Union, and here's what he had to say.
The fact that we are not getting paid and we don't know when we will get paid is a very overwhelming sentiment. The added level of stress to an already stressful job, and just the sense of not knowing just makes things more difficult.
Look, air travel is stressful enough for passengers. After you have to wait in line, and now even longer due to TSA not showing up for work, to have to board a plane and be crammed in there with all these other people sitting next to you and all over you. And if you're like me and you like to have your own personal space, you literally have none when you're on an airplane. And don't even think about using the restroom in an airplane. If after all that, you have to wonder if the air traffic controller that is handling the liftoff and then return of your plane is under even more stress because of the government shutdown, and being distracted, wondering how he's going to pay for his kid's ballet class instead of thinking about landing your plane. That's just even more nonsense that we have to deal with. And why aren't air traffic controllers considered essential? I mean, they're certainly essential to our national transportation system. Get those guys their paychecks already. We have enough to worry about without worrying about plane crashes. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, playing politics as usual, asked President Trump to delay his State of the Union address scheduled for January 29th due to the government shutdown. Pelosi cited security concerns, but you know the real reason: petty party politics. The House also announced that they will stay in session and skip a planned week-long recess. Good for them, actually going to work. They need to stay there until this gets settled. And I don't care how long it takes. And no, they should not get paid either. Some of them are foregoing their checks, but not all of them. They need to feel the pain as well. They're part of the problem. President Trump has already donated his salary. He doesn't make any money for being president. They should not make money while Congress is in this stalemate. Fix the problem. If enough of them have to feel a squeeze like the 800,000 furloughed government workers, then, and only then, maybe they'll be pushed into doing something and compromising and working this out and doing what's right for the people of America. We told you yesterday about a Terrebonne high school boy who threatened to kill students on social media. Now a 12-year-old Houma middle school girl is also accused of threatening to kill a classmate in a separate incident. The girl made the threat on Instagram. 3 teachers were named Teachers of the Year by the Jefferson Parish Public School System Tuesday. They are Jamie Stays, a 2nd grade teacher at Jeanette Elementary in Marrero; Kalia Allen, a 6th grade technology and science teacher at Riverdale Middle in Old Jefferson; and Lauren Termine, English and Advanced Placement Language teacher at Thomas Jefferson High in Gretna. So congrats to them. And now this. Hi, this is Walt Bennetti for my friends over at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. The Original Italian Pie of Kenner features great food, and it is always freshly prepared for you when you order using the freshest ingredients possible. No heat lamps here. Not at all. Not like other restaurants. And you can call the Original Italian Pie at 469-4999. That's 469-4999. And they'll have your order ready for pickup or delivery to your home or your office. You can also order online at orderitalianpie.com. That's orderitalianpie.com. Whenever you are hungry, make sure that you think about my friends over at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard. Call 469-4999. That's 469-4999. And eat some great food. With a name like Coppa Donut, you immediately think, it's just another donut shop. And yeah, Coppa Donut sells great donuts. But, like they say on TV, wait! There's more. Coppa Donut has apple fritters, eclairs, cinnamon twist, cinnamon buns, honey buns, great breakfast, sandwiches, smoothies, breakfast burritos, French toast, waffles. Now, does that sound like just another donut store? I think not. Coppa Donut is open from 5 a.m. to noon Monday through Friday and 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends. Stop by for breakfast on your way to work and grab a couple dozen great donuts for your coworkers. You'll be an office hero. They will be telling stories about the day you brought Coppa Donut donuts to work for months. Trust me. That's Coppa Donut. Great donuts and more. 2321 West Esplanade in the Kenner Market Center. Coppa Donut. Great donuts and a whole lot more.
This is awesome. I can get people to pay me $10 just for doing stupid stuff? Man, I haven't made money this easy since I invented the Yankin.
Walt Bennetti.
Welcome back. Thanks again for spending part of your time with the podcast. A new bill filed in the Florida legislature would ban abortions when a fetal heartbeat is detected. The bill also categorizes a fetus as an, quote, unborn human being. The bill would effectively ban abortions from around 6 weeks forward. Currently, abortions up to 24 weeks are permitted in Florida. The bill, House Bill 235, filed by Pensacola State Rep. Mike Hill, states, quote, no termination of pregnancy shall be performed on any woman if the physician determines that the unborn human being has achieved viability or has a detectable fetal heartbeat. Representative Hill said, I feel it is my obligation, it is my duty to protect life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, including those who are unborn. The bill would make it a third-degree felony to perform an abortion when a fetal heartbeat is detected. Several hundred Harahan, River Ridge, and Kenner residents packed the John Curtis Gym last night for a public meeting about the stench coming from the parish-owned landfill. The 2-hour meeting left many residents even angrier and with more questions. River Ridge resident Kelly Knowles said, quote, I can't take any more listening to all of this bull. That is all it is. A woman screamed at a WWL-TV reporter, the DEQ is passing the buck. Look, this has gone on for about a year and a half now, and everyone is passing the buck. But as I've said many times on this podcast and on the radio, it all starts and ends with Jefferson Parish President Mike Yenny. He is the one who, along with his chief deputy, then CEO Keith Conley, sent the letter to DEQ asking that the parish-owned landfill be allowed to accept liquid industrial waste. That's what started this all. We didn't have a stench problem in Harahan and River Ridge coming from Wagaman 5 years ago. It only started when Yenny and Conley colluded to bring liquid industrial waste into the parish-owned landfill. Now the DEQ is involved, and they don't want to show that they've screwed up as well. But, like I said, it all starts and ends with Mike Yenny and Keith Conley. That's where the focus has to be. We as citizens cannot allow a parish president to make decisions and poor decisions like this. We don't even know why he did it. Was he conspiring with Fred Hebe to close down the parish-owned landfill? Was that the plan all along? Then with River Birch as the monopoly landfills in Jefferson Parish, we'd have no choice but to pay them whatever they wanted to take the parish garbage. That would be a windfall for Fred Hebe and his partners. I'm speculating here, of course, because we really don't know. But what we do know is this all began when Yenny and Conley allowed liquid industrial waste to come into the parish-owned landfill. Then, when they were caught, Instead of owning up to it, instead of fixing the problem, instead of trying to make things better, they hid. And they hid the problem, and they tried to sweep it under the rug. Now we have multiple lawsuits against the parish that we, the taxpayers, are going to have to pay thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal bills alone, not to mention any monetary damages. And there are people that are getting sick on a daily basis. In addition to the health concerns, you have property value loss. You have people in River Ridge and Harahan that tell me almost weekly that they can't sell their property. Not only that, they can't enjoy their property. They can't sit outside in their backyards or on their patios and enjoy a sunset and enjoy living in Harahan and River Ridge like they should and like they did before all this happened. Like I said, this all starts and ends with Mike Yenny and Keith Conley. We have to keep our focus on that. Yes, the DEQ is an issue. Yes, there are other issues out there. But Mike Yenny caused this. Period. Speaking of Harahan, a woman who spent 2 months in jail and then had the charges refused by the Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office has filed a federal lawsuit against the Harahan PD. Raina Filios claims she was wrongfully arrested and then publicly humiliated by a Harahan PD press release. According to Filios, she was getting an Uber Eats delivery. As the driver Mark Marks was leaving, he was attacked by her boyfriend Anthony Kennedy in a jealous rage. Filios, who was wearing a sports bra and leggings, did not participate in the attack. She alleged Harahan PD was told that she was not involved, but she was arrested anyway. Harahan PD claims Filios lured Marks, the Uber driver, into a trap so Kennedy could rob him. In a press release picked up by news outlets nationwide and internationally, including USA Today, the New York Post, and others, Harahan PD claimed Filios was topless. The headline on many posts said, quote, "Uber driver robbed by topless woman." The lawsuit alleges that Marks, the Uber driver, was told by a Harahan officer that Filios was being arrested along with her boyfriend and that the district attorney's office could, quote, sort it all out. Yeah, that's not how things should work, even in Harahan.
Now, the Walt Bennetti Podcast Dumbass of the Day.
Our dumbass of the day is Kevin Douglas Limbaugh, the man who killed rookie Davis, California police officer Natalie Corona last week before killing himself. Limbaugh left a note on his bed claiming police were bombarding him with ultrasonic waves. Quote, "The Davis PD has been hitting me with ultrasonic waves meant to keep dogs from barking. I notified the press, internal affairs, and even the FBI about it. I am highly sensitive to its effect on my inner ear. I did my best to appease them, but they have continued for years, and I can't live this way anymore." 22-year-old Officer Corona was investigating a traffic accident when she was ambushed by Limbaugh. Corona was the first Davis police officer to die in the line of duty since 1959. She had only been patrolling solo for about 2 weeks. A Brevard County, Florida Sheriff's Office canine dog was given Narcan after he overdosed from sniffing too many drugs. Jake, the canine, accidentally snorted too much while screening passengers as they boarded the Norwegian cruise ship Epic at Port Canaveral. Todd Goodyear, a sheriff's office spokesman, said, quote, "The dog started having some problems with balance and had some type of seizure incident of some sort. He was showing signs of having inhaled some substance. They administered the Narcan and got him to the vet as quickly as they could. Jake recovered without any long-term damage." Well, that puts a wrap on today's podcast. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, topic ideas, things you'd like me to cover in more depth, send me a note. waltbradio@gmail.com. That's waltbradio@gmail.com. Don't forget to support our great sponsors, the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in or call them 469-4999, 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver to your home or your office. And Coppa Donut, 2321 West Esplanade in the Kenner Market Center. Coppa Donut is great donuts and a whole lot more. As we tell you every day, please go out and be a blessing. Change someone's life today, even if it's your own. And thanks for listening.
Walt Bennetti.